When I bought my car, I didn't get the upgraded sat-nav Bluetooth audio system, and the reason is because it costs £750, which is pretty ridiculous. But the car does of course come with an auxiliary in port where you can plug in a 3.5mm mini jack as well as a standard 12V power adapter. So as long as your car's got both of these things, you can get one of these. Now this is the Caraudio Connect AUX Bluetooth. Now the idea with this is it kind of does some of the things that the built-in system would have done at a fraction of the price, approximately £50. Now this thing is the Bluetooth one. I just wanted to point that out because there's quite a few of these. It gets a little bit confusing. Let me explain. This is the Caraudio Connect AUX with Bluetooth. That's the one that I'm testing. However, there is also a Caraudio Connect AUX without Bluetooth. That uses a 3.5mm mini jack to plug into your audio source to play it through your car stereo. But also, the one that I'm reviewing used to be called the Aircast Auto Hands-Free, just to confuse things even more. So you might see this one called the Aircast Auto Hands-Free or the Bluetooth one. Anyway, regardless, this is what I've got here. Let's see what's inside the package. Well, that's it. It's just really these three things that are all connected together. I suppose the most interesting one of these things is this one, which is a push-button switch as well as being a microphone. You can see the small microphone hole there at the top. Now that comes with this plastic magnetic disc which attaches to the back of it. The blue bit of tape on there peels off and you stick that to your dashboard. On the other end of that microphone stroke switch is this long cable, and at the end of that is this car 12V power adapter with a USB plug on it and a 3.5mm stereo mini jack. Those are both permanently attached to the wire, you can't remove them. There's also this extra bit of wire here, which I'll show you why you might need that in a moment. First off, we'll plug the 12V power adapter into the car lighter socket. I don't think many people use them for lighters anymore. Then you've got the 3.5mm mini jack. Now luckily for me, my auxiliary in for the radio is very near to the 12V power supply, but you can see the cable here is rather short, and that is why you might need to use that longer piece of cable. That's what that's for if your radio auxiliary in port was located quite a distance away from your 12V power supply. Now that USB port on there is only 500 milliamps, I believe, but that still is good enough to charge my iPhone. It didn't complain about it, although how long it would take to charge I don't really know. Now the next thing I had to think of is where do I put that plastic magnetic sticky back disc? Well, luckily for me, I've got this little bit of space here on the front of the dash. You want it pointing towards you because it's got a microphone on it. So once I peeled the piece of blue tape off the back of that, I was able to stick that to that part of the dashboard there, and that remains in place now. I can just remove the microphone or put it back on it when I need it. I'll just twist it around and hide the wires away. So this is what it looks like when I've sorted myself out. So let's put on some audio so we can see what's going on. So that's just the iPhone playing there. We'll switch the car engine on here. And then the next thing is to turn the radio to the auxiliary in. So there we go. Tap the button to sync up the iPhone to the Bluetooth and just wait a second.
Click the Try It Free button. Use the promo code TWIG.
So I can now listen to audio off my portable device over Bluetooth through my car stereo. But because I'm using an iPhone, if I hold that button down a second, I can access Siri. Play some Bob Marley.
Now playing Bob Marley.
So that's pretty handy. So out on the road it enables me to stay legal and keep the phone inside my pocket while still using some of its functions.
Navigate to Glasgow.
Getting directions to Glasgow. In 3/4 of a mile, take exit 26 towards Skelmersdale and Liverpool.
But unfortunately things aren't quite perfect.
Sometimes when you're out on the road and things get a little bit noisier, like they are now, Siri will have a little bit of trouble understanding you. Play Curtis Mayfield.
Looking for baby. Baby shot me down, 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 cheeky boy. Now playing.
And the problem is that the microphone could do with some kind of noise cancellation, because apparently it's rather muffled at the other end. Phone home.
Hello. Your call cannot be taken at the moment, so please leave your message after the tone.
Hi, I just wanted to do a test of the microphone to see how I sound at home. So we'll play this back in a little bit. Thanks for listening.
You have one message. Message 1.
Hi, I just wanted to do a test of the microphone to see how I sound at home. So we'll play this back in a little bit. Thanks for listening.
So you're then left shouting at your dashboard to be able to be understood, which kind of ruins the whole Michael Knight type of vibe that you were trying to get with having the old voice-activated car. Ah, that's for me. So the good thing is that you can answer the phone by just pressing the button on your dashboard, which makes it very easy to take calls, as long as the person at the other end can understand what you're saying. So the connecting and disconnecting are very easy. To disconnect, all you have to do is turn off your car engine and leave the car, taking the phone with you, of course. And reconnecting is just as easy. You'd bring your mobile phone with you in your pocket, start the car engine. The little disc will light up orange, tap it, wait for a second or so, it turns blue, I'm now connected with the car again. And of course, while the car's not moving, it's easier for it to be able to understand my instructions. Play Curtis Mayfield.
Here's Curtis Mayfield.
And of course, if you want to pause the music, you just have to tap the button. And at any time you want to restart the music from where you left off, just tap it again and it'll just carry on. Is it going to be raining tomorrow?
Yes, it's going to rain tomorrow.
Navigate to somewhere where it's not raining all the time.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Never mind.
So there you go, that was a bit of an irreverent look at the Belkin Caraudio Connect Auxiliary Bluetooth. A bit of a mixed bag this one. It's useful for streaming your music through your car stereo, not so good for using as a hands-free kit due to the rather poor microphone on it. But overall, for £50, it's not a bad way to upgrade your car and make your friends think that you've spent a little bit more money on your car than you really have done. So for the moment, thanks for watching.